Right, here's Frank Wood, comedian, and it's got this side one is called Old Time Comedians, Vocal Memories Part 1. And is basically Frank Wood is impersonating several of the old time comedians, and he does a brilliant job. I don't know if there's many of us alive now who can remember comedians of this era, but he does a fantastic show, a very talented performer. And I dare say people of his day would have recognised all these comedians from his impersonations, and no doubt many of them can be seen on YouTube if you research them a little bit. Have a listen.
Impressions of old-time variety stars when old Joe Elvin used to regale us with "Oi, Bobby, are you all right, eh? I'm the Bobby, I'm obliging my brother, I am," followed by good old Harry Randall. You have to have her, whether you want them or not. You have to have her, and that's what touches the spot. Back up, your troubles will end on me, yeah. Open your mouth and shut your eyes and see what somebody sings. And then we had the racy comedian R.G. Knowles. All right, there are they, everybody looking nice and happy and comfortable. I just went down to Brighton where a man made up his mind to commit suicide. I don't know what for, he was a single fellow, but there you are. He got a gallon of paraffin, half a pound of arsenic, a long rope and a revolver. He then hired a boat, rowed himself down the seashore, stopped out under a large cliff which was overhung by a tree. He got out of the boat, tied the rope to his neck, the other part of the tree, swallowed the arsenic, poured the paraffin over his clothes and set fire to himself, took out a revolver and shot himself in the head. His head being harder than the bullet glanced off and cut the rope, the man fell into the water, that put the fire out. He then swallowed a dose of seawater, that acted as an emetic and brought up the arsenic, and if he hadn't been a jolly good swimmer, he'd have been drowned. In Brighton, they do such things and they say such things. In Brighton, I'll never go there anymore. Then the popular Coon idol, Eugene Stratton, sang one of his first successes. I'm John James Ebenezer, Hezekiah, Peter, Henry, Zachariah, John James Brown, don't you know me? Go on, you will very soon, for I'm John James Brown, the dandy-coloured coon. And then we had the robust and very rotund Herbert Campbell. There were nutty-your-eye-tip-lighty girls, your eye-tiddly-eye-ty girls, with my old stick in the mud took me for a while. Fancy me a-smoking fags, riding bikes and wearing bags, and going without me bits of rags and my time alive. Nutty-your-eye-tip-lighty girls, your eye-tiddly-eye-ty girls, with my old thingamy-bob took me for a while. Fancy me, old mother's scraps, joining these here potty clubs, and fancy me deserting the pubs at my time alive.
Right, side 2 of this lovely Columbia record, Old Time Comedians, Vocal Memories, Part 2, and it's performed by comedian Frank Wood with orchestra. It's a real throwback to the age of the music hall, really. They'd be quite old to remember these comedians, no doubt, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are interested in the subject enough to know them.
Hello, Chirgwin. Hello, Walter. Upon my word, Walter, you don't seem to alter a bit, Walter. Well, I've got a nice little song for you, ladies and gentlemen. A nice little song for you, ladies and gentlemen. Good old gut feeling. For breakfast, I never think of having tea. I likes me half a pint of ale. For dinner, I has a little bit of meat and half a pint of ale. For tea, I has a little bit of fish and half a pint of ale. comedian of another type, Alec Hurley. I ain't the kind of bloke you know what to give a bell away. But my pal Billy Johnson went and got married yesterday. And though we ain't aware of it, still I knows his missus well. I could a little tale unfold, but I ain't going to tell. I ain't going to tell. No, I ain't going to tell. I knows enough to break his heart, but I ain't going to tell. And then we had good old Mark Sheridan, one of the boys, with a good old breath of the good old briny seaside. All together, please. Beside the seaside, I do like to be beside the sea. I do like to stroll along the prom, where the brass band plays tiddly on, just to let me be beside the seaside, and I'll be beside myself with glee. There are lots of girls beside, I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea. While I'm on the horse.